games faster, then you can load your damn argument, bro.
Oh my God, Reforge Gaming got bodied. Jimmy Neutron. Man, all this because of quick resume and the fact that a couple of fools just wants to enjoy his Xbox, guys. Is it really this serious, man? And we got people like Reforge Gaming getting that mad because this guy is essentially telling you that the Xbox also has games, man? Come on, man. I gotta hear that one more time.
Bro, I can load games faster than you can load your damn argument, bro.
Reforge Gaming got nothing, man. He made that dude turn into Dr. Robotnik. What's going on here, man? Y'all coming out here with these failed contraptions, Metal Sonic. You know, this is crazy, man. I don't even know what to say, man. This dude bodied Reforge Gaming in one sentence.
Ahead and responded to Reforge, but he's an Englishman. He's quite nice about it. I'm an angry Mexican.
And I'm an angry black man.
Have a different approach. Go check out his
We all have different approaches.
response, but while you're here, you better watch mine. And you better hit subscribe.
Man, not even the popsicle man is violating y'all behind. Reforge Gaming, man. You know, listen, bro, just shut it down already. It's over. Your YouTube career is finished. Unbelievable, man. I don't even know what to say.
Who cares? Like, I'm drawn by games and quality. And the entire reason that...
And what do you think Game Pass Ultimate is? It's games. That's why it's called Game Pass. You guys are acting like it's movies or something. Like Microsoft's trying to sell you onto a Netflix subscription. Game Pass Ultimate has every much to do with video games. It's even in the name of it. Game Pass. What seems to be the problem here?
I did a reaction video to me is because I said, yes, if you suddenly jump into the Xbox Series X 5 years into the gen, and you get to enjoy an ocean of Game Pass games, you've not lived through the dark times of Xbox. You don't understand.
What dark times are we talking about? Because those games would have all came out during the time he would have had one, right? So we should still be in the dark ages of Xbox. I mean, but the only dark ages that we're getting is Doom Dark Ages, huh? Another game provided by Microsoft.
Why
Doom Dark Ages, PlayStation Fanboys,
Xbox, which was my main console, and started using my PlayStation more. You don't understand that because you're coming to PlayStation 4 late. I'm sorry, you're coming to Xbox.
It wouldn't have mattered if he came to the platform late because these games would have still been widely available. If anything, he would have been able to play the games earlier. Because if for Xbox to still be in the dark ages, like, I mean, you guys know that you guys bash Xbox no matter what they do, man, right? Microsoft still had games coming out, and you guys still said, "Oh, they're nothing. They're pale in comparison to our 4K 60s on our PlayStation 5."
Wait.
Oh, shut up, silly woman.
Okay, Mr. Self-Proclaimed Logician. How exactly does that work? You're implying that the Xbox is good now.
Makes no sense.
All your other videos say otherwise, constantly mentioning how Xbox has no content, no games. But now you're saying, oh, of course, if you get an Xbox now, you're enjoying it.
Like, what changes? Like, what changes 5 years ago and 5 years now? Those games have all accumulated to the service during that 5-year margin, and yet you guys want to act like... The problem is you guys only want to act like Xbox has games when they drop on the PlayStation 5 platform. This is something I have mentioned to everybody, and this is why they run with these narratives. Oh, we're taking your games, because this is the only argument at this point that they have now.
Now you're getting the games. Now you're getting all of that.
Are they completely getting backdoored by the PC gaming community, and they're having a laugh at both of you dummies?
Game Pass content. But if you were here during the last 5 years like me, there was nothing. We were living during the dark ages where we actually got to play those games at release. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. He is inadvertently making the case that Xbox has games.
I know.
That's the best part.
It's
he
crazy.
Doesn't even realize it. This undermines everything else he puts out, talking about a lack of content, while he's telling a newcomer to the Xbox brand, well, of course you're gonna like it. There's a lot of content.
If only most PlayStation fanboys did that. You know, if you're a PlayStation gamer and you've been playing on that platform since the beginning, go buy an Xbox. You're gonna expand your horizons. You're gonna see you're gonna have more games at your disposal. Why lock yourself to a platform? This is why I try to tell you guys it doesn't pay to be a fanboy.
No, as if all of these games just released within like the last year. No, there's a bunch of games that have been collecting up on Game Pass over the course of like 5 years.
That's true.
It didn't just pop into existence all of a sudden. These were actively coming out during a time
and they were actively downplaying them,
saying the console had no games. I don't know how you could be so stupid and easily overlook such a glaring flaw in your argument. The man is practically arguing that, well, yeah, of course you're gonna like the console. It's had time
so
to
that
build.
also goes to show you guys, right, that all this hatred that they have towards Xbox is irrelevant. None of it has any form of significance, because for him to say that you're going to enjoy it regardless, especially after everything that he said for Xbox throughout his whole videos, means that the Xbox has always been a good platform. You guys just didn't want one for some apparent reason.
Up its library like, gee, almost every other console. Every single system takes time to relations. Stupid, idiot, moron.
So, of course you think Xbox is great when you jump in 5 years in and you don't have to wait on the cadence of games. You get to boot up Game Pass and play Stalker 2 and Indiana Jones and Hi-Fi Rush and Forza Horizon. Just boom, 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 boom. You didn't.
That's crazy. Did this man just go as far to mention all these games that this dude could play? That's more games than Sony had coming out last year. What are you talking about? Boom, 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 boom. I mean, you got Halo Infinite. I mean, if you want to really get technical, there's a lot of games on Game Pass Ultimate that have a lot of huge quality. Even Power World was on there. I don't know if it's still there. There was a huge fluctuation of games there. And you guys downplayed it, every single one of them, man. And this is why I try to tell you, it doesn't pay to be a fanboy. But it's crazy how you want to sit there and provide an argument that Xbox has no games, but then you go boom, 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 and mention a bunch of Xbox games. Forza Horizon 5, you had Forza Motorsport, the new one, right, built off the next generation hardware. What are we doing here, man? Halo, like, this is ridiculous. Now, PlayStation fanboys are just exposing themselves.
I had to wait 4 years to get 3 decent games.
But you didn't have to wait 4 years to get these decent games. You could have got them a year early when they were on Game Pass. You could have got them 2 years early when they were on Game Pass Ultimate. These games all dropped before 2025. He could have been playing majority of these. Yo, bro, your argument is over, bro. You have no argument. What are you doing, Reforge Gaming?
Point was very fair to him. It was like, value is subjective. So, yes.
So if value is subjective, then why are you upset that people like to play Xbox? Since value is subjective, according to your logic.
Just look at that. Look at all the content
Man's
he's
mad.
listing down.
Embarrassing.
Wow, you got me sold on this Game Pass service.
You know, they talk about how Xbox need to promote their console. You PlayStation fanboys help promote Xbox every single day. When you sit there and talk about how good their games in comparison to yours, and y'all can't sit there and downplay and sit there and say that, because that's why you're expecting these games to come to your platform. You guys are looking forward to playing Halo on the PS5, because if you wasn't, you're the only group of gamers that are doing that. You don't see Nintendo gamers talking about how we can't wait to get Halo on our Nintendo Switch. No, they're too busy playing their Mario parties and their Mario Karts.
Oh, idiot.
Wow.
I cannot believe this man is this stupid. Right off the bat, he just listed an insane amount of value, and he didn't even notice. Man listed off 4 bangers that came out within the last, 2 to 3 years, proving you weren't just sitting in limbo waiting for nothing. These games were coming out back then. More people are obviously going to enjoy hardware when they pick it up later on. Time is not helping your argument.
Where do you get these fucking idiots, huh? Where do you get them? If you don't do anything with Xbox for 5 years and then you jump in, your experience is going to be different than mine.
And yet it's exactly about the same as your experience on the PS5. You waited.
Anything, the PlayStation 5 experience is worse because, one, you don't even need a PS5 to experience majority of the games. Obviously, a few titles. You got Horizon, Last of Us Remastered. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima Remastered, Director's Cut, Death Stranding Remastered. It's like, bro, really? I mean, I've been telling people that I've got sick and tired of Sony doing this cross-generation garbage, and they still kind of doing it in a way, even with games like Until Dawn Remake, which happens to be a PS4 game, but they decide to rehaul it with doing Unreal Engine 5 for the PS5, like, bro, as if we didn't play this game already. And then you guys get upset as to why people call this out.
for like 1 to 2 big releases that you never finish or complete. And then a drought, and then some games, and then a drought. Like, my God. I'm not even sure why we're just penalizing Xbox for this. Honestly, with how much content comes...
Oh, Quick Resume is such a great feature. Not really. Not really. Pound for pound, point by point, it's not that great when you say, all you gotta do is put your PlayStation in rest mode.
I mean, you could just tell by how mad and... Like, hold on, what? Are you really comparing Quick Resume to rest mode? What?
I mean, I've met cats and dogs smarter than Reforge Gaming. Most cats and dogs are smarter than Reforge Gaming.
What is he talking about?
What? Tell me this man did not just say that.
This man has lost it, bro.
Are
He's
we
crashing out.
Sure he actually played on Xbox?
He didn't. He barely even plays on PlayStation. I guarantee if I go find his profile, that man's probably stuck on a bronze somewhere.
Because that is not even remotely the same thing.
Man.
And this is a PC user telling you this, okay? We have almost all the advanced tech that consoles don't have. But we can identify that Quick Resume to know what they are talking about and do it in such a smug, condescending way. There's no way you had friends in school. No way.
So yeah, you want to strut into Xbox 5 years into the gen and act like I'm the fanboy because you're having a great time. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course you are. You missed out on 4 years of waiting and frustration. And
what do you mean waiting? I mean, we could say the same thing about PlayStation. Where's Marvel's Wolverine? Where's the Last of Us multiplayer that got canceled? Where's the Marvel Spider-Man multiplayer that got canceled? Why is this everything always about Xbox? I don't understand. You guys act like PlayStation hasn't been disappointing their fans either. God of War Ragnarok. We couldn't even get a next generation God of War because Sony would rather prefer to put it on PS4 because they're afraid that the game wouldn't have made the amount of sales that it did if they didn't put it on the PS4. Forbidden West, same thing. You guys haven't even got a next generation Last of Us or any game. I mean, at this point, you guys are waiting for Intergalactic and Marvel's Wolverine.
Appointment and terribleness. You missed out on all of that. So you want to call me a fanboy and put me in your video, you go right the frick ahead.
You're being put into a video because you're an absolutely arrogant douchebag, and this is your reaction to what somebody else prefers.
This platform is not doing it for me anymore.
Well, didn't you say that value is subjective?
This platform is not doing it for me anymore. And you're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me that, like, Quick Resume. Oh, yeah, I'll go over there.
Hold on. First off, what do you mean? He's not even convincing you. He showed you the facts, bro. I don't understand. Now, you can sit there and say, well, it's not that much of a deal breaker for me. Go as far to say that, but this also shows you that these guys cannot say not one thing positive about Xbox without having to downplay it. Just say, oh, okay, that's a nice feature, but I personally don't care. If I'm locked into one game, I just stay locked to one game. But it's the fact that you're a damage control and telling people, oh, it's not a big deal. It's the same thing as rest mode. It's the capping that you're doing, Reforge Gaming, that's making you look bad now at this point. I mean, really? Just say you don't care for the feature.
And play old games, second-party and third-party games on Game Pass, I guess, because Quick Resume so
Are you serious? Did you go as far to say old games? Hold on, let's rewind that.
This platform is not doing it for me anymore. And you're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me that, like, Quick Resume. Oh, yeah, I'll go over there and play old games, second-party and third-party games on Game Pass.
That's exactly what you're doing on PlayStation, though. What do you think you're playing? Black Myth Wukong, second, third-party games. Hold on. Old games, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, all made on PS4, Until Dawn Remake, Silent Hill 2 Remake. These are all old games, bro. I mean, I understand that Silent Hill 2 Remake, I guess, is a new game because it's a new take of how they go on about it. But come on, man. Old games, bro. Alright, but if you want to be real technical, if you don't want to count those, you guys got games like Last of Us Remake, right? And you have Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Are you serious? You want to sit there as a pony and tell this guy that just wants to play on Xbox that he don't know what he's talking about? All you doing is playing old games, bruh. Until Dawn Remake? Really? Seriously? And you have the audacity to tell a couple of fools that you got an Xbox for old games? When that's all you people been playing on the PlayStation 5 anyways? Okay. You know what, man? You ponies have completely lost the crop, man.
That's because Quick Resume so good? Then you have standards you don't and you lack rational thinking? Have you falsified a single one of the things that I've claimed? I'm talking about my experience with Xbox.
Look at this dude, right? What's up with all these Jimmy Neutron hand gestures?
To insecure people like you.
Oh.
You're insecure. You're like a little boy who, when someone says something you don't like, you just say, "Oh, well, you lack rational thinking." I lack rational thinking.
He's getting triggered, bro. He's getting triggered, bro. He do.
Oh, the irony.
The fact that y'all still give this man super chats after insulting you guys like that in his own comment section shows you that y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of dummies. Wow.
He says one thing, and he emotes the complete opposite. Do you know what I'm talking about? Man is sitting there 1 minute telling you you're a trigger. So he flails his arms around, raises his voice, and stomps and claps and gets really agitated. That
over nothing.
That fuels you and makes you realize how much this guy just grifts for PlayStation.
Oh, this guy's an idiot. He's dumb as a brick. You don't know that it doesn't work with multiplayer games? It did work with multiplayer games. You don't. It just didn't work for the whole part of it. And I've had it glitch out on other games. It glitched out on my daughter. She was playing Unravel 2, and it caused things to act funky. And then she was playing Little Kitty Big City, and it caused some weird behavior in the game. I've had to consistently reboot games for my daughter. Anytime she was playing Game Pass games, Quick Resume caused them to glitch out and act funny.
I mean, I've had games where I've been playing a game on PS5 and the game just crashes all of a sudden. And they tell me I got to attach a screenshot to tell them what happened. I mean, I think we all are fully aware that things do happen, but all in all, like, I've enjoyed Quick Resume and I've never had these issues happen as much as you're saying. And
PlayStation has Quick Resume if you use rest mode, so who the frick cares? Like, people act like the Xbox's Quick Resume is some killer feature. What?
And he's saying this while he's scratching himself. Look at this, bro. Like, this is a definition of pony dust.
If you use rest mode, so who the frick cares? Like, people act
Look
like...
at that. This man's literally scratching himself, bro. That got to be all that pony dust all over his arms, man. You know, bro, what are you doing, man? You out here looking like a fiend.
The Xbox's Quick Resume is some killer feature. What?
Man, scratching himself, bro. If that don't look like a man that's on some pony dust, man, then I don't know what to tell you guys, man. But these ponies are running rampant, bro. Y'all need to go back to your stables before you create a worldly epidemic in our community, because this is getting out of hand, man. This man is out here scratching himself like he got fleas on him, bro. Like, what is this dude doing, man? What are they doing to this poor horse?
On about that. He still thinks it's comparable. Then he also goes on to complain about a multiplayer game on Quick Resume.
Wow.
Obviously, a multiplayer game is going to have issues with something like Quick Resume. The man just continues to lie through his teeth.
It bugs out and acting like, oh, it only happened in Fortnite because it's a multiplayer game. You're an idiot. It's like, no, it's happened in other games as well. The irony of calling me a fanboy when people are acting like that's a killer feature.
You are a fanboy.
Really? Like, okay, I mean, it's not a feature that you have as a one-up over the PS5, because the PS5 does the same dadgum thing.
No, it does not.
You literally come out of rest mode, I click on my username, just like on Xbox, click on my username.
Bro, the whole video exposed that narrative, man. Like, there's nothing that you can say right now, bro. Just say you're not a fan of the feature. Just say that. Just say you don't care for it. It's not going to mess with my overall gaming experience. It's not that much of a deal breaker to me. Fine. I think a lot of us would agree, but let's not act like it's not a great feature to have on Xbox. But this also stems from the fact that these people don't want to give Xbox credit for anything.
Immediately back in there. No wait, no delay, no...
Wow.
Stop the divide between systems. They have its pros and cons. I'm not lying to you. I have literally had my Xbox Quick Resume act up.
Yes, not equivalent. It's not comparable.
You can't even compare it, bro. Like, I don't even understand why he's using rest mode as an argument, man. Like, that's like me saying the Nintendo Switch goes on rest mode. Really, bro? Like, this guy, bro. Just take your L, bro.
One on PlayStation.
Just take your L.
You do not have to reboot the game or close down a game.
Of a feature is what I'm saying. Getting right back into a game immediately when it sometimes doesn't work right or causes an issue, and I have the same feature on my PlayStation. If you're trying to claim, that's what I was trying to point out. If you're trying to claim that it's a great feature over the PlayStation, I'm like, the PlayStation has the same feature. You just have to use
it does not.
Rest mode.
It does
what are we
not.
Talking about? Lord Horde with a $5.
It's not the same.
He doesn't again. That or he's just lying. Either of the two.
This is sad, bro.
Stalker 2.
Oh my gosh, I just love the Series X so much over my PlayStation. And you cite Quick Resume. It's like, well, did you ever use rest mode on your PlayStation? It's actually a great feature.
Have you ever used rest mode on your Nintendo Switch? What? What argument are you trying to make?
So unbelievable.
If you use rest mode or not, what do I care? It's just a different oh, I hit the button and my PlayStation's orange light is glowing.
That is not exactly what happens, bro. And you know it, man. It's the fact that you're capping for it. And I think this is why people are calling you out in your own comment section.
I get the same result. I boot up the system and I'm right back into the game.
That's not true.
What?
This
No, it doesn't. No, it does
bro,
not.
did he even watch the video?
Brazil is not setting your console into rest.
How did this guy how does he even have a community, guys? But this dude is single-handedly lying to you guys, collecting super chats, and he can't even sit there and tell you that the Xbox has a better quick resume than PlayStation, bro. And yet he wants to act like he has both hardwares. This dude is the definition of a pony, man.
About you stupid.
And the reason why I'm going to end it on this note, man, obviously make sure you go check out Frontago Plays video on this situation, because I just want to chime in and say what I want. But this is why Couple of Fools is threatening the PlayStation community, because it comes from a perspective of betrayal. You know, and he's a great example of what most gamers should do. Expand their horizons. He's even admitted that, hey, this mindset that I had prior to picking up Xbox was stupid, and these ponies cannot combat it. This is why I tried to tell you. You can't win an argument against a neutral gamer, because a neutral gamer is not going to entertain your nonsense or your little garbage. We are grown men here. We all want to sit back and play games. We don't care about all this stuff, man. You know? Nobody cares, bro. We all just want to sit there and enjoy gaming for what it is. And you got people like Reforge Gaming acting as if there's a problem because he actually prefers some features or some aspects of Xbox over PlayStation. And why would you hold that against him? And I think it feels more heartbroken for these ponies, because they feel like that's a horse that left our stables and he's talking about us while we're still stuck in our stables eating the same old remastered carrots. That's all it is. You're mad because the pony that's out in the wildlands is eating fresh grass, and y'all still eating the old remastered carrots like a bunch of little slaves being fed by a bunch of farmers. That horse right now, that pony, Couple Fools that escaped the stables, is living a new profound life, while y'all still stuck in the stables doing the same thing. That's all that's going on here, man. You know, he got sent out to pasture and he is never coming back, you know. This what's going on here, man. Really? I just don't understand, man. But to go back on my original argument, Couple of Fools, he's a good example for the community. And I just think imagine, wait till Puerto Rock gets a hold of this, man. He's not gonna, these people, there's something physically wrong with them, bro. They're 40, 50-year-old, middle-aged men. And yet the best thing they could do for themselves is limit themselves in what they want to experience and what they want to enjoy in life by taking shots at each other like little kindergartens or preschool kids at school, talking about how I got this Game Boy and how you don't got this one. But except back then, there was a reason for you wanting the kid's Game Boy. There ain't no reason for why somebody would be stressing as a 40, 50-year-old man about somebody gaming on a $500 plastic box.
Man.
Especially when you have your own income and money. Makes no sense.
He does know there is a significant, and I mean significant, difference between jumping back into one game versus being able to jump back into 5 different suspended games. He realizes how different that is, right? Yeah. Surely he must. Because his exact words were, pound for pound, they're the same thing.
They just don't want to say nothing positive about Xbox. This is just something I've noticed, and I'm seeing it again with the whole, we got Xbox games. But when PC says they have your games, you guys act like, they're still exclusive. All Ponies is doing is changing the narrative. And like I've said before, PlayStation fanboys have become the new Xbox One fanboys. And I give it by the end of this generation, they're going to be right back to where Xbox fans are. And it's going to be the same shit, bro, because PlayStation is doing it, man. PlayStation is going third party. Microsoft is going third party. Except the difference is Microsoft's third party is going to be far more significant than Sony's third party, because they secured their business for the over past 20, 30 years because of the games and acquisitions that they acquired, while Sony will cease to exist because even their own fans don't even really care about their games. Because you guys want to sit there and say, well, if Xbox just makes good games, people will buy them. Well, Sony made a good game with Astrobot and people still didn't choose to buy it. So right there shows you that logic that you guys have is flawed. Gamers don't want to buy games no more. It is what it is. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about even this game he's playing, Marvel Rivals. Free-to-plays have gotten to the point where they're so high quality that people don't even feel obligated to have to pay for video games anymore. And I just think this is what hurts a lot of these fake wannabe old timers. But hey, things are going to fundamentally change, no different than music, movies, and any form of entertainment. Things change. It's the mark of the beast. And if you have a problem with it, just go back and listen to your old Run DMC, LL Cool J, or whatever have you, on your old VHS tapes and stuff. Go ahead, listen to your MP3s while everybody else is listening to their stuff on whatever they have. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. These dinosaurs are about to go extinct. And like I said, couple fools. You know, he's a good beacon of hope for anybody that's probably was in the same similar position as him, that says, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm going to expand my horizon. And now look at, he's having the most fun that he's ever had. That's what I tried to tell you. This is something that you can't take away from anybody. You know what I mean? And he's doing it without even going as far to bash PlayStation. But it's so funny that Reforge Gaming's argument about Xbox, all you do, Game Pass Ultimate, 5 years of no games. I mean, dude, this dude's getting all the access to the Halo games, from Halo 1 all the way to Halo Infinite. Forza series is all up in there. Horizon, the new Forza Motorsport. You got, like you said, all these other Atomfall. I don't think they own them, but they have a lot of different games, man. Atomic Hearts on it. There's a lot of great, it's so funny. He's like, oh, you got to wait for second or third party games, but y'all doing it the same on PlayStation. Rebirth, a game y'all don't own. All the games that PlayStation have on these time deals, they don't even own them. They're not even made. Sony has no real partnership with any of these companies. Sony is desperate right now. You can clearly see it. This is the first time in history where we barely see Sony out here dropping games, man. Intergalactic and Marvel Wolverine is all what you really have, and maybe a Bloodborne remake. I'm in hearing that's come up, but yet again, it's still another remake. Y'all don't have nothing, man. Xbox gamers out here playing new, or going to be playing new games, and y'all gonna be playing the same old crap. Remastered, touched up, Unreal Engine 5, of Until Dawn remake, rehashed and remastered again. But this time it's actually fixed. I'm done, man. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, PS5 is by far, in my personal opinion, the worst PlayStation 5 generation. It's so bad, I even think the Vita was better than it, because at least the Vita had games. It might have failed, but at least the Vita had games that actually that I can go back and say, you know what, the Vita had potential. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, man. Like I said, take care.